Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Happy Friday. Oh, good morning, cousins. Good morning, Sarcoidosis warriors. I am feeling better this morning. Hope everyone is having a good morning, a fantastic morning so far. Trying to figure out something here. Uh, uh, I don't know. Good morning. Good morning. Pain wise, I'm feeling better. Thank God. Um, that I was able to get some rest last night. So now it's just back dealing with this other part, and hopefully that'll be cleared up soon. How are you doing this morning, honey? You notice I combed my hair this morning. Because yesterday I didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything. I just put it on. I couldn't do nothing but laugh at it when I put it on this morning. I said, ooh, wee. Mm-hmm. I didn't do anything to this week. All I did was put it on my head. I might have gotten it, swooped it to one side to get it out of my face, but that was it. Mm-mm. Yesterday was rough. Girl, thank you. Honey, they ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing after cousin showed me how to glue this thing on my head, and I don't have to take it off for a few days or a week. Honey, y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. I'm gonna be skipping through the field again. Oh, good morning, everyone. Come on in. Come on in, cousins. Um, Melvin called me this morning. He's feeling a lot better, I see. Um, good morning. Good morning, cousin Charlene. Yes. Yes, honey. Pain will change your whole mood, you know? And I try not to let it change it for the worse. I try to speak into it and, you know, but I'm telling you, it will, pain, I understand why people do some things that they say, you know, they just snap. If they're in pain and can't get any help, that makes it hard. Hey, Ed, I have sarcoidosis. It's an autoimmune disease. There's no cause for it and no cure. It can affect any major organ in your body. Um, so it's affecting my lungs right now. So hopefully when I finish or not even finish the infusion treatments, hopefully during the process of me taking the infusion treatments, it'll help with my lungs, okay? So that's why. How are you doing this morning? Ed, and welcome in. Happy Friday. You come in as a visitor and you leave as a cousin. So welcome in, cousin Ed. Um, yeah, Melvin. I spoke with Melvin this morning. He said that he would be in. He said he had to run out and do I think he said he had to pick up something from the pharmacy, and he had to go out and get some more stuff. He's preparing for the weather, the bad weather that they're about to have there in New York. So he had to run out, but he said he's wearing it. Of course he's wearing his gloves because it's cold, and his mask. But he sounds 100% better. Even when we saw him on live, he looked better than we seen him look. Even before he got beat up for at Thanksgiving. So hopefully he can keep it together and keep anyone from putting hands on him in the next few months, because forever. But with Melvin, we have to take it, a day at a time, a week at a time. He's unpredictable as sarcoidosis. You never know what Melvin is gonna get into, what he's gonna say, or what he's gonna do to who. You don't ever know. Hey, Juice Coach, how are you doing, love? Welcome in. Happy Friday morning. Oh, really? Excuse me. Well, we don't get that much snow here in Alabama. Yeah, we don't. Not anymore. When I was younger, it used to snow, like every Christmas. Now, no. We get snow at weird times, like March and April. So that's why I said, I don't know who's running the switchboard. I'm pretty sure Mother Nature quit during COVID. So I don't know. Hey, Clubber, how are you doing this morning? Welcome in. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a great Friday morning, because I am. This morning is a lot better than my Thursday morning, and that's why I say, no matter what's going on, it has to get better. Change is inevitable. It's not an option. So I put my trust in God to know and believe that it will get better, and it did. Like I said, I was having a hard time, and like I said, the pain was something else yesterday. But finally got on top of it a little bit more. So good morning. Good morning. Hey, cousin. Yes. I said, pain will change your whole mood. It just takes over. It's hard to, like I said, it's hard to function. It's hard to think. And I don't know if people realize the pain that's associated with autoimmune diseases, especially the ones that they deem as rare, as sarcoidosis. But like I said, my whole body was swollen yesterday. My hands are still, a little bit swollen, but I can make a fist today. I could do it yesterday, but it hurt. and that inflammation in itself causes pain, and then you think about the joints that it's affecting, that causes pain. It was just a mess yesterday. But thank God for Jesus, grace and mercy and favor. I feel better this morning. And thank y'all so much. Oh, I know Cousin Charlotte gonna have something to say after I say this, but I was kind of, not kind of, I was upset a little bit when I got offline, and I felt bad about upsetting Matt um, by what I was going through. It triggered a memory with him and his mom, and it's never to cause y'all any worry. Um, it's just that, like I said, I want to show the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between with sarcoidosis, because there should definitely be a cure. If not a cure, there should be one in the works, right now. Yesterday, last year, 10 years ago, and there's not. So if someone comes across my videos, they're curious, like I said, that promotes awareness. Awareness promotes research. Hey, DJ Davis. And research promotes will facilitate them finding a cure. Petitioning, government for funds for that should be allocated toward a cure. I feel like with a lot of the foundations, you have to raise money for your own cure. I get that. You have to advocate for yourself. I understand that. I've done that, and I will continue to do that as long as I have breath in my body. But like right now, I'm not able to get out and do what I once was able to do. For myself, or for anybody else, like as far as getting out and spreading the word. So this is the only way that I know how to do it right now. And I'm confident in my lifetime if there's not a cure. But there are so many people being diagnosed with sarcoidosis every day. So even if the cure does not benefit me, it needs to be in the works so that it benefits somebody. But just not to have one, or have one in the works, it's not benefiting anyone. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that if they did have one in the works, my doctor would have said something. Like I said, I don't want to be part of the research. I have paid my dues as far as that. But no, he has not mentioned anything to me about there being a potential cure. Because right now they're just treating the symptoms, And yes, that should be good enough. But it's not as effective as a cure would be, Something that would totally eliminate this disease. And I understand that my body, has been fighting this illness for so long that the effects of it more than likely will not be reversible. And that's fine. But give me something to wipe it out of my system. I'll deal with the long-term effects, as they present themselves. So, and the foundation that I was working with as an ambassador, the ambassadors, no one that worked in the foundation itself, within the foundation, like the director, vice president, no, they didn't have sarcoidosis. Not one of them had sarcoidosis. So they were getting, the information from us, which is, again, is fine. They were compiling all the information from us, but yet we were still the ones that were having to do the work. We were the ones that had to be on the ground. And as you know, Like I said, sarcoidosis takes a toll on the body. Not one day is predictable with sarcoidosis. One day to the next. Like I said, not even 1 hour to the next is predictable. So even when I would fly out there were times when I would get off the plane and like I can't go another further. I would have to miss a day, or if I didn't miss a day, and you think about it, you got you have 100 plus sarcoidosis patients out there. None or few are in remission. All you hear during the meetings, pill bottles, because everybody's taking something, you know. Like I said, in my case, if I didn't miss the first day, because it started at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it didn't end until 3. And you think about it, we're sitting in a room, or it was something else. You break for an hour for lunch, 15-minute breaks. It was like working, and we were hurting, we were exhausted, but we were still excited because we thought we were advocating for ourselves, for everyone else with sarcoidosis, and we didn't see any change in doing that though. The only changes that I can say that I saw were the people that worked within the foundation, because we did not get compensated for it. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody was in there, you know. And a lot of people with sarcoidosis, they have diabetes. Some of the medications have led to cancer. We had, several breast cancer patients in there with it. It was something else, and it was like there was not a time during the meeting that you didn't hear. You didn't hear medicine bottles. You didn't hear zippers, because people going and I've seen them pass ibuprofen down, just down a whole row. Everybody taking ibuprofen, trying to get enough relief to stay, in the seminars. But like I said, I've had to leave. I've had to be helped out. It was something else. Like I said, all I've seen, which is one reason why I'm not in any hurry to go back and work with them. I saw the people that work within the office. I saw them looking very prosperous. Like I said, they didn't compensate us. They did pay for our, our travel. Yes, yes, and so you read my mind, cousin, because I thought about that. I was thinking about that the other day when I was telling you about how I was getting the runaround with my prescription. And that's why I said I don't speak it on them, but I wish that there was a way they could feel a little bit of what I'm feeling. And that's what I meant. It should be a way that they can simulate the pain. Maybe that would help them, allocate some more money toward it. Because I'm not just talking about in one place, I'm talking about all over pain. Y'all see, the wig this is the same wig I had on yesterday. I ain't even combed it yesterday, and I had to laugh this morning when I looked at it. I was like, honey, y'all know I was hurting. Even my eyeballs were hurting. And that happens. When I hurt really bad, my eyeballs hurt. And my doctor's like, your eyeballs hurt? And I was like, yes, my eyeballs hurt. Everything hurts. Jaws, they're still sore from where I had them clenched, from where I was in so much pain. Like I said, all the way down to the last digit in your toe hurts. Like I said, pain will change your whole mood. I see why people lose their mind when they're in pain. Yes, yes, I bet they would speed up the research with that. But like I said, all I saw was the director and all the people working within the organization looking more and more prosperous while there was no cure. Um, being discussed, thought of, or whatever. So I'm like, where are y'all allocating these funds to? Because y'all are pulling up. And I'm not saying they can't drive Bentleys and Rolls Royces, but 2 years, when we first started this thing, you were driving a 1989 Toyota Celica with 2 different color doors on it, and now you're pulling up in Bentleys. Something is not right here. And I see now that they have more A-list actresses and actors on board. They look even more prosperous now, but still no cure. So, and it's like that with a lot of organizations, and I understand they say, they have to get paid. Yes, they do. But if your pay is more than you're allocating toward the cause, that should be an issue. That should be an issue. Yeah. So, so like I said, I'm not really in any hurry to get back on the bandwagon with them. I'll just allocate for myself and others from my platforms. What Charlene brought up yesterday, and I think y'all were trying to create a diversion yesterday, and it worked for the most part. Because I said, I still write stuff down, and Charlene was saying we could brainstorm what we could do for Sarcoidosis Awareness Month. So I wrote down 4 things, some of them which are what Charlene suggested yesterday. What I would like to ask is that the family change their profile pictures to the awareness ribbon. And if you and I have one that we all could use. Let me see if I can change it and show y'all really quick. This is one that we could all use. One that and the only difference is that I'll put snowflakes. I have one with snowflakes on it, but I don't have it uploaded to this phone. So, what do y'all think about using that for your profile pictures for the month of April? Okay. I see. Okay, Cousin Leah. Thank you. Y'all, look, I done figured out how to work this thing a little bit, huh? Let me find out I know something about it. Look at God. Okay. I'll make sure I get it out. I will email it. And like I said, I'll email the one that has the snowflakes on it, because with sarcoidosis, snowflakes represent the fallen, the ones who are no longer here. And they use the snowflake because every case is different. So just like every snowflake that falls, okay, that's fine, cousin. That's fine. Thank you. That plantation get me every time. Every snowflake that falls is different. So is every case of sarcoidosis. We always say, it's as different as we are, as individuals. But literally, no two cases are the same. So that's why they use the snowflake. Okay, and the second idea, which I mentioned, would be the journals, the t-shirts, and the pens. Hopefully by then the journals are ready on Amazon. I actually have one coming. Um, and I'll be able to show it to y'all. The pens also should be here around the same time as the journal. So I'll be able to show them. I'll be able to show the graphic for the t-shirt. And hopefully by then, because I'm going to sell them, my goal is to sell them on Amazon, the t-shirts. So that'll take some work off of me, because I have a heat press that I do t-shirts and all of that stuff. But the awareness t-shirts, basically anything that I'm not doing specifically for someone will now be on Amazon. Like I said, that takes everything off of me. All I have to do is put the graphic on there. You go on there, pick the color, size, and they print, they press it and ship it and pay through Amazon. So that'll be how they'll be able to get their sarcoidosis awareness t-shirts. And also Leah suggested the countdown, the last week of March. I said we do a 10-day countdown or 7-day countdown. Last 10 days or 7 days of March, we'll start doing a countdown for Sarcoidosis Awareness Month. And for the entire month of April, my green screen will change. It'll have the Sarcoidosis Awareness ribbon on it, but it'll also have info related to sarcoidosis. If not 30 facts, it will be a mixture of facts and an inspirational message for anyone with sarcoidosis or an autoimmune illness. So those are the 4 things that I have. Is there any other suggestions? Oh, and Leah and I will go live. Leah, I'm putting you down as a co-host, and we'll get together and we'll figure out what day works for you, or what days, because days would be great. Oh yes, honey. And I used to do that when I used to go to the that organization and speak before Congress. I have purple hair that I would wear because we all wore purple t-shirts. Y'all give me, well, I don't know if their name is on there or not. Like I said, I'm not giving them a bad rap. I just don't, I don't understand the inner workings. Listen, yes, I'm calling it. Okay, so can we do this like more than one call in? Can we do one call in a week? Because like I said, we have different things, we couldn't just cover it all in one call. So can we do 4? That'd be one call a week, and we'll pick what day out of the week we want to do it. Okay, all right. Like I said, it may not be the same day every week, because we we have to take a lot into consideration, appointments and all of that. And like I said, we can't even like I said, we can't predict from 1 hour to the next, let alone one day or 1 week to the next. So that's what I was saying. It may not be the same day every week. Or we could do it, twice that month. It doesn't have to be 4 times. It could be, you know, we'll figure it out. How about that? Okay. I like the purple hair. Because like I said, I wear, as y'all can see, a lot of purple. Anyway, I have purple hoodies, purple t-shirts, and I wear them in different shades of purple too. I have a lot of purple. And that's how I messed up that's how I got the chemical burns, trying to put a purple rinse in my hair while taking the infusion treatments. Yeah. But guess what? My cousin finna show me how to put a wig on and how to glue a wig on and not have to take it off for a few days. A week maybe. Y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing if I'm gonna be able to keep hair on. And y'all, my shower chair will be here tomorrow. Like I said, I may even come live Sunday. Y'all might hear some water running, honey. And that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me in the shower. All y'all gonna see is this. And maybe Milton Leroy. But yeah, I have purple nail polish and a purple wig already. And if you have purple, wear it. I used to have awareness ribbons, like I said, to go along with the mugs and all of that stuff. But lost it in the house fire. And I'm not able right now to replace all of it. Because like I said, I have a non-profit sarcoidosis organization that I got depressed. Yes, I got depressed and angry with myself because of my health and how my health seemed to be affecting everyone around me. People will use anything against you if they want to do something and blame it on you, Because at the time I was married and, yes, I am. I'm about to be in that shower chair acting a fool. Like, like it's a brand new car or something. That I'm going to be out riding fast and doing donuts in parking lots. I don't know how much you can act a fool in a shower chair, but guess what? I'm about to find out. I'm about to find out and I'll let y'all know. Y'all might want to try it. Y'all might want to try it. But yeah, like I said, with my organization, it was a lot of stuff going on that diverted my attention away from it. So I'm not sure what part of this year, or even if it will be this year, but I still have it. And I'll start working it again. It won't be under the same name because I've changed the name. But it's still included in there. Promoting awareness for sarcoidosis is still in there. But I changed the name and added mental health. Because that has been a big part of my healing. Even with sarcoidosis, because I look at it different. Days like yesterday, I would have still been upset about today without mental health treatment. because my body was, it's attacking itself with sarcoidosis, and then was mentally attacking myself because I had sarcoidosis. I didn't feel good, and I mean, everything was my fault. I could figure out how to make everything my fault. I didn't know how I got it, but I had to have done something wrong. Had to have been somewhere, that they were maybe at a construction site, maybe wherever. I was like, it was just everything going through my head. Like I said, days like yesterday would have added to my depression. and would have been, the darker days would have been longer than the length of time that it was, really bad yesterday for me. So yeah, I incorporated mental health into my when I revamped my nonprofit. And y'all see, I'm still having to shift a little bit today, but not as much. Not as much. I was able to get some sleep last night. Milton Leroy was able to get some sleep last night. That's because, bless his heart, for the last few days, Milton Leroy been looking like he, just been out in the streets all night. Little eyes were red and pink at times. He was tired. I tell him he don't have to stay up with me, but he's a good baby. Hey, yes, yes, Matt. Yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all for your prayers. Thank y'all for your love and for your support. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Matt. I felt bad yesterday because I didn't mean for what I was going through to trigger, any sadness in you, with your mom or with yourself. And so I'm sorry. I am so sorry, because that is not my intention. And it wasn't my intention. I don't want anybody else to be sad. But this is part of advocating for a cure. Letting people see what it really looks like. There are only so many words to describe it. But if you can actually show somebody what it looks like I said, I've always just shown my good days. No, it didn't. I was hurting. I was hurting. It wasn't that. Like I said, you were on my mind too. And I'm like, I am so sorry. Maybe I should have a trigger warning or a disclaimer up on those days. But no, that's not. I just needed to get off and try to get some relief. That was it. I that was it. Had nothing to do with that. Like I said, I felt bad about, felt bad about it. Yeah. I understand. And I'm so sorry. Like I said, my condolences. I am so sorry. Oh, wow, Leah. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. Yes, I finally I finally caught up with it. I don't think I could ever get on top of it, but I finally caught up with it enough. And I tell you, I had to slow walk it down. Cousin Leah, I'll be praying for your son, because I know honey, nothing like having a child on your heart. My aunt used to say, when they were little, they'd be underfoot, she said, you'd rather have them small and underfoot than older and on your heart. And I understood what she was saying, that once I had kids, definitely praying for your son. God will cover him, bring him back home, safe, sound, and in good mind, unharmed. What is this, Leah? Is it some kind of, is he living down there? Or is it some kind of holiday or break? And he probably just happy to be warm. That's all it is. He probably just happy for the warm weather. And you know, he'll settle down. He'll be okay. But we pray that God covers him and protects him. And if he's coming back home to you, he'll return to you unharmed, safe, sound, and in his right mind. Glad that we serve a God that is everywhere, and that his arms can reach around all of us. He can hold all of us in his loving arms of protection, favor, love, grace, and mercy. Okay. Early spring break. Oh, wow. I never heard of it. Early spring break. Yes. You not kidding. Honey. Yes. Is he old enough? Because it sounds like we need to be making some calls to somewhere, wherever he at and wherever he getting it from. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, that's all you can do. You can only do what you can do, you know. As a parent, do the best you can do as a parent. And like I said, I've made mistakes as a parent because I was raising both of my kids with severe mental illness, you know, severe depression, PTSD, anxiety. So I made a lot of mistakes. My pain became their pain. Okay, 23. Yeah, we praying ahead of protection. Oh, he's old enough. And I was like, we need to be calling, but he's old enough to be served. Okay. Okay. That spring break kind of got me. I thought that maybe he was in high school or something. Yes. Like I said, you know, my pain overflowed onto my children. And I've apologized, you know, more times than I can count. But I did the best I could with what I had, you know. So, yeah. So now all we can do is, after we've done the best we can, we pray and we trust. We trust. Because prayer alone, you know, it's just words. But you have to have faith to activate those words. So we trust that God will cover them, protect them, and keep them. And sometimes, you know, I get a little bit of, good morning, Cousin Mocha. I've been looking for you. No, I was going to reach out to you. I didn't see you this morning. I'm so glad you're here. Good morning. How are you doing, love? How are you? I think the one of the last few times that you were on, I think you were at the doctor's appointment. At a doctor's appointment. I hope everything went well for you there. And I hope you're feeling good. I hope y'all are all, if you're in the path of the winter storm that's predicted, I'm doing good. I'm doing better. I'm doing so much better than I was yesterday. Listen, if y'all are in the path of the winter storm, I hope that, and pray that you've gotten everything that you need. And ready to bunker down for a few days, and we'll be on here talking. That might be the few days that we have a all day party that day. At least a couple of hours. If everybody's home from work, yeah, we could stay for a couple of hours on here. But we already stayed for a couple of hours. That should be the day that, because I'm feeling better now. Hopefully in a few days. What's the day? Today is Friday. Tomorrow's Saturday. After I get my Cadillac or shower chairs tomorrow. Sunday. Oh, excuse me. Sunday we can I can show y'all how I make my own bath salt. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yay. Okay. Can I just tap this? Leah, that is so neat. Who would have ever known? See, I didn't even know you could do all of this stuff. I didn't know you could put that. My bad, y'all. Y'all. Girl. Y'all, that's what I get for touching stuff. Y'all see I can't help myself. Lil put the link in there, honey. I didn't test you. Yes, Leah. I sure will. Honey. Next time I'll know. Y'all hear me? And am I still alive? And I didn't see nothing else. I don't even know how I got back here. Tell you the truth, I was just touching stuff again. And hey, Ronald, you showed up for Fresh Tail Friday, huh? Cousin Charlene in here somewhere. She's the director, founder, CEO of Fresh Tail Friday. Good morning, sweetheart. Welcome in, Ronald. How are you doing today? Well, this morning. And Leah, do you have like the sarcoidosis rash? Do you still have problems with that? You know, because it affects my skin too, which is why I make my own. Like I said, bath bombs, shower steamers, and and any kind of bath products. Like I said, so I'll know what's in them. Aw, I missed you too, Ronald. You bring any breakfast this morning? One time you were on here and you were talking about cooking breakfast. Did you bring any this morning? Now that I can eat. And you know, I want to explain. I'm glad Ronald didn't say nothing about food. I did. But let me see if I can explain this to y'all. When I can't breathe, you know, when I'm having a hard time breathing, it's hard to eat. Okay, because it affects mostly. It's crazy. My right side. And then the steroid gel that they give you to put on it, you know, they prescribe for, baby, it burns like fire, but it works. It works. Like I was saying, when I can't breathe really well, it's hard to eat. It's not that I'm, you know, going back to my old ways or anything like that. It's really hard to eat. The best way I can describe it to you is if you pinch your nose and take a mouthful of just mouthful of whatever. You'll see what happens. It's hard to chew with your mouth closed and you can't breathe out of your nose. And if you inhale while you have food in your mouth, to get some air, you could possibly choke or aspirate, you know, on whatever you have in your mouth, whatever you're eating. So, and when you're having issues breathing, I combed my hair this morning, Ronald. I felt like combing it this morning. And also, when you're having a hard time breathing, you're taking in a lot of air into your abdomen, right? So you already have a feeling of being full. So eating on top of that causes discomfort. If you're able to eat, get anything down, that causes discomfort in itself. So it's just, like I said, it's not me being stubborn. It's not me, going back to my, to my old way. um, hey, Mike. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, sweetheart. I pray that and speak that over all of us. Thank you so much. I don't know if you've been here before, Mike, but welcome. And if you haven't, you're a visitor and you leave as a cousin. So now you have a cousin, Denise in Alabama. Hey, Mike, thank you for coming in. Happy Friday. And Rhonda, you said you didn't. Doesn't take much. You did it. Doesn't take much. Oh. Yeah, I did. I combed my hair this morning. Yesterday was rough. I didn't comb it. But yeah, I'm gonna eat today. I'm gonna eat today. For sure. And then, like I said, when you can't breathe, that's the last thing that's on your mind is food. And for the ones that know me, y'all know all I do is talk about food. I love a buffet. I haven't been to a buffet in a long time, since I was with Queen B. That's the last time I've been to a buffet. Cause for some reason, well, it ain't. Let me tell y'all the truth. I don't trust these people around here. I don't trust them, and especially if you know them or you know of them besides them working at an establishment, and you know that they don't have, they not clean at home. Why would you think they'd be cleaner? Working at around somebody else's food. So no. I don't do that, and I don't even go to fast food restaurants either, especially this time of year, because there's so much going on, so many, viruses and illnesses out right now, and people have to work, and a lot of employers demand that they come to work, even if they're showing symptoms of sickness, they still demand they come to work. So, just to be on the safe side, I don't eat out. So if I'm going to eat, I have to cook it. And that stops me from eating a lot of days that I don't feel good as well, because I don't feel like cooking. And I don't have like the easy stuff that you can just pop in the microwave, because I don't own a microwave. I don't own a microwave. So, I can't just buy, the things that you can pop in the microwave for a few minutes and eat. I have to cook. I'm literally going to have to get up, and get out some pots and pans if I want to eat. And I don't feel like doing that every day. But on the days that I do, I do. And I only cook enough. Unless it's soup. I only cook enough for that day, because, yes, that's a Uh-huh. Oh, well, man, I pray, um, that you don't have to look anymore. I pray one finds you. And a lot of times, you're, as I was taught and raised on, your name goes before you. So there, God can open up doors that you haven't even knocked on yet. You haven't even thought about knocking on yet. He can have them knocking on your door. So I pray that you find employment from home. Because with health issues, that's what we need. We need from home. And Matt, in the meantime, you might consider, I don't know if you have a YouTube channel or not, but you may want to consider doing a YouTube channel. You have a lot of helpful information. You've helped me tremendously, and everyone here that has had similar or the same issues that I'm having. You've helped us out a lot. So that may be something you want to think about. I would definitely, we'll be there. We'll be there to support you. I can never learn too much about the ins and outs of how, these things work. Yeah. That's what I said. But here, I got a whole family right here. That's what I said, man. But then I made up my mind that I'm coming on January the 1st, whether I have to sit up here and talk to myself or to Milton Leroy. I do it all the time anyway. Now I'm just talking to you. I've added you all to it, or you all have added yourselves to the mix. And but yeah, I talk to myself and Milton Leroy all day anyway. Like I said, I don't think now I'm doing it with you all. And I was prepared for that. I was like, if no one shows up, I knew one. I knew one person would be here. And she's here. I knew from the start she would be here. If nobody else was here. I knew Queen Bee was going to be here. That's my sister. I knew she was going to be here. And it seemed like from day one, I've had cousins. My cousins found me. I didn't find y'all. Y'all found me, and I'm so thankful. Yes, not easy at all. Not easy at all. But I think Matt has a lot of information that others would want to know about. Others need to know about. You wouldn't have thought, Matt, that I wouldn't have known. But I've been with this company for so long. I never even, thought about it. I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's just how times are changing. That's just how everyone works, And it could just be because they're a little local company that, they just do what they want to do. So, yeah. But thank you. Thank you so much. You'd be surprised, Matt. Even with your health issues, you never know who's dealing with the same thing. Who may have information to help you. But definitely, you could be of encouragement to someone else who's experiencing the same thing. And like you said yesterday, that's all we're here for. Is to love, uplift, encourage, and support each other. We're all one big family. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I say that all the time. The animals are smarter than humans. They don't pay rent. They don't pay car insurance. They don't worry about where their next meal is coming from. They live in trees. They don't go out and buy these expensive houses or cars. They're probably sitting up in the trees laughing at us. You know? I'm pretty sure Milton Leroy has laughed a few times. Like, look at you. Look at me. Look, I'm living in a lap of luxury in here with you, girl. I was outside, sleeping up under parked cars. With probably about 5 or 6 other little ones and my mama. He don't know who his daddy is. I asked him, who is your daddy? He looked away. So he don't even know his daddy. And look what God did for Milton Leroy. Right. Exactly, Matt. Exactly. Milton Leroy stayed in position, stayed out there hollering, and I went out there and got him. Now he riding around in a car, sleeping in a house with me, eating 3 times a day, treats in between, sleeping in my lap, getting loved on. Milton Leroy know he is loved. But he didn't know where his help was going to come from, but he stayed in position, and God sent me on out there. Like I said, Milton Leroy rescued me. Look, where Cousin Charlene at? Cousin Charlene, here's Melvin. Fresh Tail Friday. You know he would show up. Good morning, Melvin. Troublemaker. Oh, I thought you were referring to yourself. You calling me troublemaker. Melvin, I'm thankful that I feel like starting trouble today. But I'm not. But I feel like I could if I wanted to. But I'm not. I feel so, y'all, I'm telling y'all, pain is something else. Pain will cripple you just like stress. I am so glad. So glad. Like I said, trouble don't last always. And neither does that pain. Like I said, what it is right now is still a little bit more than I'm used to, but it's more tolerable than it was yesterday. Charlie's so loud. Good morning, honey. Melvin called me early this morning. Troublemaker, wish that child to park her car. Yes, yes. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's a video. There's gonna be a video that surfaces of me trying to park my car. Y'all don't even put my name up under. Don't act like y'all don't know who it is, okay? I kind of want to get my windows tinted a little bit darker when I can, because I don't want, unless they just sit there and watch me until I get out, you know. But I don't want them to be able to just see me, my facial expressions as I'm going back and forth, you know, opening up my car door and looking out, trying to see where the line is. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. And like I said, I don't have time for it, so I just leave it how I can get it. After the second or third attempt, I just leave the car however it is. You know, I feel like that handicap sticker on the back affords me the privilege of being able to park my car like that. You know, all they can do is look at the back on the tag and see the handicap sticker and say, oh, bless their heart, they tried, and go on about their business. Y'all, where is Tony at? I hadn't seen Tony since he gave me the progressive information. What day was that, on Tuesday? I haven't seen Tony since Tuesday. I pray that all is well with him and that he's okay. And I know I've, been coming on at today is more closer to the time that I, would have normally been coming on, because the last few days have been, a little bit later, but still within my time frame. And I do want to try another, not try, I do want to do another evening live. But I know, the games and stuff, and I don't know if the games are still on or whatever. Y'all have to let me know that. Happy Friday, Melvin. It says, good morning, guys. Good, happy Friday. Please, please, the storm is coming. Are you prepared, Melvin? Did you get everything that you needed to prepare yourself for the storm coming in? I mean, you live, y'all are in places that y'all are kind of used to this. Melvin is in Brooklyn. So y'all are kind of used to this, right? Doing the storm prep, but it's like cold up there without a storm coming through, right? Oh, okay, Melvin. Okay. Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, sis. How are you doing this morning? And we feeling a whole lot better on this end. You see, yes, it's easy. Okay. Because like I said, down here in Alabama, they can't really drive when it rains. So if it snow, honey, they out there playing bumper cars and everything. I just watch. I don't participate in that kind of activity. Yeah. But they do. We had a ice storm here. Honey, it was cars left for days in the road, side of the road. They just shut down the major interstates and everything because it turned into a parking lot. People were stuck, couldn't get home. I mean, it was a mess. It was awful. That was another time that I was thankful that I was not working anymore. So like I said, y'all be careful. Be careful, be safe, and stay warm. Like I said, now, if the power go off, I'm gonna have to go to the emergency room. Because I'll be going live from the emergency room there. Because like I said, I don't have any backup canisters. I called and left a message on the machine, on their machine yesterday, for them to, letting them know that I still have not received any, and that I needed some before the weekend. So we'll see. Oh, that's because you know what he's doing. Yeah. So hopefully what time is, okay, it's just a little bit after 8. It's almost 9 here. So, and my phone is on Do Not Disturb. So hopefully there's going to be a call when I get off. A missed call or something. But yeah, like I told him, I needed it before the weekend. Because I've been out since Wednesday of the canister. And even if, I hadn't ran out Wednesday, I wouldn't have had enough to last, even a day. I didn't have enough to last an hour in that tank to get back home with. So, yeah. Well, Melvin, if you're not answering your phone, yes, I am, because like I said, I don't want to go to the emergency room, because I risk getting, picking up a germ there, and it doesn't matter. I wear my mask everywhere. My gloves will be here today. I was out of gloves, so my gloves will be here today. More gloves will be here today. And I always use hand sanitizer and keep Lysol wipes on me. But like I said, when you don't have an immune system, it's already, beyond compromised. it's easy. I'm more susceptible, to catching any and everything that's going around. So no, I don't want to go to the emergency room. So yes, they have to bring me out more canisters today. Like I said, I'll be glad. I'll be glad with February 26th. Like I said, I'll be acting fool with my new portable oxygen concentrator. We're going to be everywhere. Oh, we're probably just going to be down in the car at the car wash, but that's everywhere to me. I won't be, because I'm not going out like in the general public. Because like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on and I don't want to catch it. And that's for me every winter, I stay in. But we can at least go on mental health car rides. We can do that. Yeah, we can go through the car wash. Yeah, I'll take y'all with me. I'll take y'all with me through the car wash. I don't know how the reception is going to be, but I'll take y'all with me. Y'all can see how it starts off, at least. Oh, and I can't do the mental health car rides either. I can't take y'all live with me because that goes against the community guidelines here on YouTube, and I do understand why. Even if I were on the passenger side going live, it was saying that they wouldn't be able to tell if I were driving or not. So it would still possibly end up being a strike against my channel. And that's not what we want. I don't want to do anything that's going to violate the guidelines. So I guess I could just post my mental health ride. But it's not the same. Is y'all being right there with me. So yeah, I'll figure out something. We'll figure out something. But I don't think Matt and Brittany and Melvin were here. I'm going to go over what we decided to do so far. There could be more, but so far. What we decided to do to promote sarcoidosis awareness in April. 7, I'm asking if y'all would change your profile pictures to the awareness ribbon. And y'all, I know how to do it. I know how to show y'all the awareness ribbon without disconnecting everybody. So this is the awareness ribbon that, now I don't know how to get it to the ones that I don't have their email addresses. So y'all let me know how I can do that. Do I just post this on my page and y'all can get it, and set it as your profile picture? I don't know how that works. So y'all would have to let me know that. But that's what the ribbon, almost what the ribbon looks like. It's that ribbon, but I'll put I have another one that has 3 snowflakes on it, representing the ones who have passed away due to sarcoidosis. And so yeah, that's one of the things. Everyone changing their profile pics to that. There he is. Good morning, Tony. Were your ears itching? I was just talking about you. I was asking if anyone had seen Tony. How are you doing? How are you doing this morning? We're going over we're having our family meeting about Sarcoidosis Awareness Month in April. And you saw the green screen. It's the sarcoidosis ribbon that I created with the word sarcoidosis, and it'll have 3 snowflakes on the other side of the ribbon. Asking that everyone change their profile pictures to that. Or include that on your profile picture somewhere. Good morning, Cousin Holly. How are you doing, love? And we have the journals, the t-shirts, and the pins. Gonna do a countdown the last week, 7 or 10 days of March, getting ready for Sarcoidosis Awareness Month. And I'm going to post information related to sarcoidosis on my green screen every day for the month of April. Cousin Leah and I will co-host um, a few morning lives, or we'll figure out what time of day works out best for both of us, um, because she also has sarcoidosis and purple hair and purple nails. Um, for our male cousins, you might just want to wear purple, or you might want to, paint a toenail purple, put a purple streak somewhere. I don't know. But, yeah. My nails and hair will be purple for the month of April, because I've done that several times before. Like I said, I love my purple wig because I wear a lot of purple. I have a purple wig that goes along with it. So yeah. So that's what we've come up with so far. King George. Melvin. But yeah, that's what we've come up with so far. If you have any other suggestions, please make them known. It can't be too much, I don't think. Not when it comes to finding a cure for this. And yeah. So like I said, that's what we come up with so far. So Tony, where have you been? Cousin Holly, are you having a great morning? Because I am having, my morning is so much better than it was yesterday. I was able to get some sleep last night, this morning. And like I said, I'm looking forward to eating today. Since I could not yesterday, I'm looking forward to eating today. And just having a great day all the way around. My cousin is going to show me. I get excited about. Yes, I am, Tony. I'm ready. Except for one thing. If they deliver my oxygen, when they deliver my oxygen today, my tank, I will be 100% ready. Now I'm like 90% ready. That's the only thing that I'm missing, is having a canister of oxygen. So I have juice, I have water, I have lemons. Yeah, I'm ready. I have my phone charger. It's recharged by the sun. It's one of those chargers. I got it years ago when I was in a winter storm and was without power for 7 days. And I was like, no, I will never be caught like this again. So I had the solar charger. So you just put it in the window and it recharges like that. And it works really well. I used it at vendors events for years. I got that in 2019. So, no, and it wasn't a winter storm. It was a tornado. It was a tornado that took out, the power lines and everything. So I was without power for 7 days. And, yeah. So that's what... So as far as, charging my devices and all that, I'm good. As far as lighting, I'm good, because I have the camp lights. They also have a charger on them too. Yeah, like I said, that week of not having anything, I was like, I'll never be caught like that again. And anytime the power has gone out, it always, even though I'm on the list that if the power goes out, because I do have medical equipment that I am dependent on, that I would be one of the first residents in that area, that they would work on that area that I'm in to restore the power first. So I am on that. But like I said, it was a lot going on, and like I said, being out of power for a week, I was like, nah, I'll never be caught up in that situation again. Where nothing like that ever happens in Alabama. So when it does catch us, we are really off guard. When it does happen, we're really off guard. So yeah, I'm ready. Like I said, the power goes off during the storm here. It still looks like I have power because those camper lanterns, you can hang them up. They're good. They throw off a lot of light. They have 3 or 4 settings on them to where if I were somewhere and needed help, I could press a button that would flash, like an emergency light to get attention and therefore, get Milton Leroy and myself rescued. And I need to get a smaller one for my car. That's what I need. I'll work on that. I'll add that to my list of things. Because that would be, yeah. And it's not even like I'm in the car. I don't even drive that much. My car sits for, in between appointments, it may not move. Now that Queen Bee got me hip to Walmart delivery, y'all, I hadn't even considered that. I was still taking my, I could be hurting. It didn't matter how I felt. I would have to go. If I didn't go pick up, I would have to go in the store because Walmart here was not accepting like the benefits card as payment online. Now they are, but they weren't. Last year they weren't doing it. So to use my benefits card at Walmart, I would have to actually go to Walmart. And then Queen Bee helped me to delivery. That has been such a blessing. I have met so many wonderful people. No matter what time of day or evening I get my groceries delivered, it could be 7 o'clock in the morning sometimes, and they're still just as nice, polite. I've only ran into one person that I would deem as rude, and he broke my eggs. The women and more so the women, but some men, are cautious when it comes to bread and eggs and stuff like that. But I guess he just wasn't. My bread, my chips, and my eggs. he didn't care about it. But one lady delivered my items, and she had no, he didn't mess with those. And my last delivery, I didn't even get any. This lemon juice and water, doing the trick. And I actually like it. I go to bed with lemon juice on the table now. So I can drink it during the night. But I saw one lady that delivered my groceries. She had a separate tub, and that was just for like bread, eggs, chips, anything that was, could be smushed, broken real, easily. And that was so neat, because that's what she actually, she brought the things to the porch, and then she came with a tub, and I was like, I didn't order no tub, what does she got there? She's selling puppies, because she was in a van. Y'all, but she had all the eggs and bread and stuff in her tote, which was smart, very smart. Hey, Milton. Very, very small. I'm trying to see what what does Milton Leroy have in his mouth. Oh, okay. He's got a string from one of his toys. Like, what is that? 'Cause y'all know, I'm scared of anything that does not bark or meow. I am scared of it. Will hurt myself trying to get out of the way, and it wouldn't even be chasing me. But if I see it, I'm running, and running over, through, or whatever. Yes. But so again, thank you, Queen Fish. And that's what I'm saying, Tony. You never, not Tony. I'm sorry, Matt. You never know who would need the information that you have. Tony, I am now paying $45 less on car insurance because of Tony. State Farm said, we got you. But they did let me know that in 6 months it could go up. I don't know, but I was getting ready to go. Y'all see I stopped talking and I'm looking. I was getting ready to go. And dare him to run after me or behind me with that. I don't know what I thought he had. But I was about to leave him in here with it. Y'all probably would have saw the green screen. Y'all probably would have saw through it under my car pulling out. And then I would have remembered, oh, I'm still on live. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. Oh, it'll be here tomorrow, Tony. Shower chair will be here tomorrow. We were on live, my TikTok family, we were on live, and I was telling them, talking about the hard time I was having with the chicks, and one of my TikTok cousins ordered the chair, and sent me confirmation of it, and I'm like, so the chair will be here. It will be here tomorrow. So like I said, y'all, if y'all come on live and y'all hear shower noises and y'all just see a screen like this, or just a green screen, y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. I'm being acting a fool. Like I said, I plan on parlaying. Y'all know the show Seinfeld, where Kramer was doing everything in the shower. He was making the salad, washing the lettuce. He was doing everything in the shower. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be on live. Y'all can hear, but y'all hear me talking. Doing everything. I'm gonna be doing everything from the shower too. Yes. 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 Yes, cousin. Because we were just, I was just talking, just venting my frustration with the system, But like I said, I have a great family. I have a great family. And that's why I say, I have no problem sending y'all out journals, books, whatever, to show how much I love y'all, how much I appreciate y'all, Because y'all being here, like I said, it's to help someone else, but it's also helping me tremendously as well. I said, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. A lot about myself and a lot about other people as well. There are still more good than sometimes I don't watch the news, but if you watch the news and if you're on, social media a lot, it didn't seem that way all the time. Or most of the time, it didn't seem that good outweighs the bad. It seems, just the opposite. But it's really not. But a lot of it too is what you put out there. If I had came on here in the state that I was in a few years ago, this life would not be the way it is right now, because I was not the same person. May look like the same person, but internally, mentally, I was not the same person. So I would have been getting a lot back, because a lot was going on inside of me. Like I said, severe depression, PTSD, anxiety, a lot of stuff was going on that I had not worked through. Yes, Tony. And I made sure, I was like, 38 years. That's a long time. I was like, y'all have been with me longer than, I've had children. I don't have a child 38 years old. And I didn't have to do too much other than showing the other quotes that I had from Progressive and Geico. But saying, in 6 months, I'm like, so in 6 months it could go back to where it originally was, before taking off $45? How is that? Still the same car. It's going to be a little bit older in 6 months. So why would it go back up? So how does that work with Progressive and Geico? Is it the same forever? I know that they have to go up a little bit, but do I have to go back in there in 6 months and threaten to leave again? Because I will. The radio system in my car, every time, every year, they may get me if I forget to go in there and cancel my subscription. They may get one full payment out of me, but they won't get two. And then they'll send me the offers, and when it gets down to the amount that I need it to be, I'll go and I'll resubscribe. I'll activate another subscription for the car. I listen to the same channel anyway. Now the local channels and I'm fine with that, but I like just something that stays the same. I don't like a lot of music with a lot of sirens in it. And if you know how I drive, you understand why I don't like all that music that has sirens and bells and whistles and stuff in it. It makes me nervous. It makes me think, they're after me. Honey, I have done that before. It was a song that had some sirens in it. And I pulled over and I'm like, looking in the mirror, I'm like, I don't see it. Where is it at? Won't it come? I wish it would come. And then finally it dawned on me. I'm like, why is no one else pulling over? And I was like, y'all are some disrespectful people. Baby, it was in the song on the radio. So I don't listen to that radio station anymore. Because if they willing to play stuff like that while people are driving, they're inconsiderate. Just inconsiderate. So I only listen to the Heart and Soul radio station, and with the subscription, you don't have as many commercials, if any. Between that and the country music one, that's all I listen to. And so like I said, right now it's not on at all because I don't want to hear the regular radio Because they may play something that has, like I said, sirens, bells, whistles, any loud noises like that that will make me think, you know, that the law is after me. I don't have time to be pulling over every time they play a song with a siren and thinking that there's an emergency vehicle behind me. I don't need that. I don't need that at all. Hey, Mook. What you doing, Mook? Huh? What you doing? Huh? What are you doing, Milton? What are you down there playing with? Huh, buddy? What are you doing? Huh? Oh, you getting heavy, buddy. You know that? You getting heavy, Mook. You know that? Yeah, you getting heavy. Now here's the famous Milton Leroy. This is my co-host for the morning. Isn't that right, Milton? Co-host. Okay, I'll see you later. I'll see you later, man. There you go. Now this is not something you need. Cousin Leah said, "Hey, Milton Leroy." He said, "Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin." The Milton just, I don't know what it is. You know, usually he don't want to be up on screen. This morning, he keeps standing up. Want me to pick him up? Okay, you got to go. You got to go. What? He gets down, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what he's trying to tell me. But he keeps coming and standing up like he wants me to pick him up. So I don't know what it is. He probably smells like I got cough drops in my pocket too. And you know, he like cough drops. I have to hide them because he steal them while I'm asleep. So I have to hide them. So he probably can smell that cough drop, that I have cough drops in my pocket. And what do you even call this? It's like a wearable blanket, a pullover blanket. But let me show you. Oh, honey, the body's stiff. It's like a one size fit all, so it's you know, it's huge, but it has a pouch, like a kangaroo pouch. So Milton Leroy, when he was little, I would tote him around in this pouch, and all the ones that I have that pouch on them for Milton Leroy. But now Milton Leroy has gotten, he's yes, honey. He likes anything with menthol in it. He loves when I have on vapor rub. Milton Leroy has gotten heavier. He's gotten to be a big boy, and so I can't carry him around in the pouch anymore. That would break me down. Yeah. So that might also be what he want to do. Now, if I'm sitting, I will still let him get in the pouch because that's fine. Or if I'm lying down, he can get in the pouch, and he does. He gets in there on his own. Wake up to find Milton Leroy already in the pouch, but I can't walk around with him, like I used to be able to when he was a smaller baby. So, like I said, it's either the cough drops or he wants to get in the pouch. Yeah, that's why my babies be so spoiled. But that's just, I don't see it as spoiled. I just see it as good living, Like I said, Milton Leroy rescued me at the perfect time. I didn't know I needed him. God did. God knew I needed him. And Brittany, I was glad to see you go live yesterday. And I'm sorry that I could not come up, but I was having a hard time. Having a hard time yesterday. But I was glad to see you on. And you got to start going on more. Because the families, they didn't even know you were there. They didn't even know you were on. And we can't share it because, of your settings. So, yeah. Need to start hanging out a little bit more. I'm trying to work on cousin Matt, and Tony. Everybody, y'all have heard me say that everybody needs a YouTube channel. You really do. You'd be surprised. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. And that's why cousin Lee. That's why Milton Leroy eyes be red all the time. He be so tired because he stay up with me when I'm like, dude, just go to sleep. But he won't. He will not. My Jack Russell could detect seizures before I felt them. Before I knew that one was on the way. He knew. And at the time I was married, and my husband at the time, he was like, he noticed it, and we mentioned it to my doctor, and he was like, yeah. And because my husband at the time, he said, whenever he heard me saying, please stop, just, get off of me, leave me, just lay right here. It's like he would not leave me alone. He had to be in a certain place on my body. And I'm like, I'm hurting, I don't feel like, just please, please lay right here with me. And he would not. And he said, the next thing you know, I was having a seizure. So he started paying attention to it, even before I did. And it wasn't until after that, whenever the Jack Russell would start doing that, I knew it was getting ready to go down. Tony said, no channel for me. I'll just continue to be a troll. Well, Tony, you are a helpful troll if that's what you want to be. I like to stay in the bushes. Okay. Well, I greatly appreciate your help, Cousin Tony. I greatly appreciate it. So, if that's where you're comfortable, staying in the bushes, giving helpful advice, I'll take that. Okay, cousin. The cousin said she was gone. Let me see. Okay. All right, sweetheart. Thank you. I'll see you later, Cousin Shirley. Happy Friday. I love you. Have a fantastic day. Don't let the plantation get to you. I told you, if the plantation gets to you, think about Melvin. That should make you smile. That should probably make you laugh out loud. It does for me. It really does. I think Melvin is gone too. Okay, Tony. Like I said, that's fine. But you if you ever decide not to, like I said, don't stay in the bushes because you don't think that anyone would want to hear what you have to say or have to say. Because like I said, I was willing to come on here for every day and talk to myself. I do it anyway. I do it anyway. I talk to myself, Milton Leroy. I even talked to a girl plugged in the wall. That's why she feels so comfortable to chime in whenever she wants to without her name being called. But yeah, I talk to anything that's here. Like I said, anyone that's here, I talk to myself. And I'm having to stop, be more mindful of talking to myself, because when I do it in public, you're standing beside someone in the aisle at Walmart, and you're talking to yourself, and they're like, oh, I didn't hear you. And then I have to point to my ear like I have my earbud in, which I don't. And sometimes I'll just say, I'm just talking to myself. And they're like, oh, you do that too? I think that's a something healthy. I think that's a talking to yourself. People used to think that it was, or say, that it was something bad if you talk to yourself, and especially if you answer yourself. Well, what's the sense in asking yourself a question if you don't answer it? You know what I mean? So I never got that part either. Because I do. I ask myself a question, then I turn around and answer the question. If not, I would think the other side of me were being stuck up. You know what I mean? Or gatekeeping information. well, Tony, I answer myself. So there might be a problem, but it's not for me. Like I said, if I ask myself a question and did not answer it, like I said, I probably feel like the other side of me was, acting snobbish, stuck up, or just withholding information from me that obviously I need to know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember that one. So yeah. So what are y'all doing today? Everybody tucked in for the, bracing for the bad weather. I know cousin Charlene is out on the plantation. She's out on the plantation. What are y'all doing today? Oh, and Tony, I have to figure out a day to make the cornbread on live. Figure out what day I want to do that, because I have everything to make it. And like I said, I'm gonna do probably one day this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. I'm gonna show y'all how I make my own bath sauce. 2 or 3 ingredients: Epsom salt, baking powder, essential oil, and those are the basic ingredients. You can use coloring. I have coloring because, like I said, I do bath bombs. I make my own bath bombs and shower steamers and bath salts. So sometimes I would color them for what they are. Like if they were the eucalyptus, bath salts, you color like a greenish color or something like that. It just depends. So nothing, just getting prepared for the cold weather, and probably work. Okay. Really, Tony? You call it the plantation too? No, cousin Charlene calls it the plantation. Coconut oil. I can use coconut oil without any issues. But I buy the coconut oil like you would buy to cook, in the jar, that's hard. Yeah, I use that, and like I said, for my rash, I use the steroid gel that they prescribe for that. Wait a minute. Now that too, Leah. Yes, like from my mediastinoscopy, where they went in and to get the tissues for the cultures. That scar is still there. That's been there since 2001. Yeah, from my right back, where they went in. Still, I mean, it's been like that though. Like I said, scars just don't seem to go away. And then, taking the infusion treatments makes it even worse. What about it? Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. And make sure It is a bath mat in the tub that sits under the chair. Really, Tony? I ain't even. Got you scared when I said oil. Why? The coconut oil? That's what I use. That's what I use for lotion. I mean, that's what I use on my skin. It has nothing in it that irritates my skin. So yeah, I just use pure coconut oil. And now I need to get a bath mat. Tony, where were you at yesterday? Day before yesterday? So the chair didn't have like suctions on the I call it the feet of the chair, the legs, the end of the legs. They don't have like suctions on it. Oh, oh my, oh my. No, I do not have a yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. Okay. Okay, Tony. Thank you. I got it. Just hadn't used it in so long. I forgot I had it here, but I do. I have one here. You're welcome, cousin. You're welcome, Leah. Cause like I said, before sarcoidosis, I could use like the perfumed lotions and stuff like that. Nope. Can't do that anymore. That's been years. But I've always had sensitive skin, but not to everything, you know? Not to everything. Like I said, I used to be able to wear perfumed lotions and stuff like that. Use over-the-counter bath salts and soaps and stuff like that. Can't do that anymore. Oh, no. I'm not putting that essential oil, the eucalyptus essential oil that I'm going to use to make my bath salts tomorrow. It's very little. You don't use a whole lot with your bath salts, because I want them to still be kind of dry. I'll show you, but no, it's not like I'm just going in there and putting oil in the water. No, and I'd never get out of that tub. I would have never have gotten out of the tub. Oh no. That's I like I said, I know I'm a no, I wouldn't do that. Yeah. I can't do the okay. So the mat is just for extra spaghetti. Okay. I said no. I even if I did not have sarcoidosis, I would be scared to put oil in the tub. That seems like a accident waiting to happen in itself. Bath mat or not, I wouldn't do that. No. Okay. You probably gonna eat some pancakes and fall asleep. Sound good to me. Because I don't know what I'm y'all know I have a taste for some egg rolls. I haven't made homemade egg rolls in a minute. But I have everything I need. I checked last night. Some homemade egg rolls and some fried rice. That's what I have a taste for. If I do, I'll take a picture. If I can remember, I can never remember to take a picture of stuff after I prepare it. I never. It slips my mind. And plus, y'all know I like to eat. So the only thing on my mind is eating after it's done. And when I can't eat, and I like to throw down. I like to throw down. Like I said, there is no going out and fast food or, picking up anything right now. So whatever I eat, I'm going to have to cook. So yeah. Y'all know I'm repositioning, trying to get comfortable again. Here we are. Like I said, nothing as bad as it was yesterday. Yesterday it was awful. Like I said, couldn't sit, couldn't stand, couldn't. It was a mess. I couldn't find comfort anywhere. So I know the prayers, the positive vibes, the love, everything that y'all was sending my way. I thank y'all because it worked. It worked. It worked. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for loving and accepting me, just as I am too. Cause, like I said, y'all see I have a twisted sense of humor. I'm thrown off, and I can't breathe. But yeah, y'all hanging here with me every day, and I thank y'all. Y'all, after today, I will only have 8 more days of my 31-day challenge. Woo-hoo! Oh, I look up and I see those X's, and now matters in my head every time I get off live. Another X on the calendar. Thank God. Thank God. Like I said, this has been one of the best decisions I have made in my life. I didn't know I would find so much love and support and encouragement here, and I didn't know I would be able to give somebody. I know I have it to give. I just didn't know if people were going to be receptive, So I thank y'all. I love y'all. Yes, yes. 8 more days. Saturday, 7 more days. Look at God. Yeah. Oh, I love the Purple Hearts. Y'all know that's my thing. Purple Hearts. Thank you, cousin. Thank you. Since I got Tony, I have a subscriber. I guess Tony said, I ain't your YouTube tech dude, but you've helped me out before with things. I have a YouTube subscriber who comes on, but I cannot see their comments. I've checked my settings. I mean, they're not blocked because they're here. They said they're speaking to everybody in the chat. I can't see them. Obviously, y'all can't see them. And I don't have any views, any comments held for views or anything like that. I went through and I checked my settings, and it happens. Now, there was a time when I could see them on here, but here lately I haven't been able to see them. So I'm thinking that it's not on my end, possibly something on their end. So they unsubscribed. They've unsubscribed starting, I think they said on Tuesday or Wednesday. They unsubscribed, resubscribed, and still I cannot see their comments. So any suggestions on what the issue might be? Because like I said, I haven't done anything. Like I say, I'm known to press buttons. Okay. Because I don't know what else. Like I said, if I go to touching stuff, I'm gonna mess something up. And I kind of went through to troubleshoot what I could on my end by asking Google, and then I went to YouTube, and it was both. They both gave the same information. Make sure that my chat was like on live chat or something, and it told me how to check that. And I still don't know how it told me to check. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to check it was saying check to make sure it was, instead of top chat, that it was live chat. But if it were like on top chat, I wouldn't be able to see all the other. I don't want to talk to her right now because she'll start talking. No, and that's what I was saying. I didn't block them. If they were blocked, they wouldn't be able to come on, would they? They wouldn't be able to see me, would they? But okay, how do I go to their name? How do I even find them to see what's going on? Because I don't even know where to find my subscribers. Okay. If I did, it may have been an accident. So, hey, happy Friday, sweetheart. How are you doing? Tony, where can I go to find my subscribers, or find that subscriber in particular, to see what's going on? How are you doing? Happy Friday. Okay. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, cousin. Because like I said, if I go in and I just went in to make sure that, everything was where it was supposed to be. But I didn't even think to ask that until now, how to find my subscribers, or find any actions that have been taken during the live, to see, inadvertently, if that person name was hit and they've been restricted, because I can't see them at all. But they say they're here every day speaking to everybody. We can't see them. And like I told them, I was like, well, you're not blocked from the channel, because you wouldn't be able to, see me live, or even come onto the live. So I don't know. But I'll wait, Tony. I'll wait until you get back with me. And plus, there's nothing else I can do. I don't know anything else to do. If I do anything, I'll be messing up something. I'm more than positive of that. But welcome in. So if this is your first time here, you come as a visitor, you leave as a cousin. You now have a cousin in Alabama. Hey, love. Y'all, I feel so much better. So much better. I'm going to eat. I'm going to sleep. I'm probably going to paint my toenails today. I might let Milton Leroy try his hand at it. You know what I mean? Well, yeah. Do something. Probably just sleep. Eat and sleep. Sounds like a good deal to me. Because even though, like I said, I'm not hurting as bad as I was yesterday, I still have a little bit more pain than I normally have. Especially in my hands and stuff like that. It's crazy that even your toes hurt. Oh, I'm not gonna miss it. I am not gonna miss it. I'm telling y'all, honey. my cousin gonna show me how to put my wig on and make it stay on for at least a week. She gonna show me all of that. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow when she's off. She's gonna show me how to do that. We're gonna do a video chat. So yeah, honey, let me find out. Oh wait, honey, if it don't show up, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna go to Fox 6 News. I'm gonna be on Fox 6. Milton Leroy and I are gonna be on Fox 6 News about the company. What they call it? Fox 6 on your side. That's where we're going. We're going straight up there to Fox 6 on our side. And reporting this issue. And that's crazy. That a lot of times, the only way you can get people to do stuff is by outing them. And it shouldn't be like that. Like I said, there's no more compassion or anything in the medical industry. A lot of them just don't care. That's it. Call everybody. And their grandmamas. Wake them all up. Get them all up. That's the way I roll, honey. I wake up they relatives too. Call everybody. You know your child work over there at that place and they didn't even bring me what I need. Knowing they don't have a doggone thing to do with it. But I tell everybody I know. Okay, okay, cousin, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. So excited. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lord. I thank God for all of y'all. Uh, y'all just don't know. I don't even know if there are even words invented to explain or express how I feel. Yeah. Okay, and it will. It will. They'll deliver it right to my door. I'm excited. Yes, thank you, cousin. Do you want me to save it and open it up on live, or do I need to open it up? Open it up in the privacy of my own home by myself. Yes. Oh, thank you, Tony. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, okay, cousin. All right, I got you. Yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. But I am going to get off of here, go eat. Um, I like watching dash cam videos on YouTube. I feel like that's like taking a defensive driving course without having to take a defensive driving course. You know, I just watch what other people do wrong and let that sink in. You know what I'm saying? So if I find myself in that situation, what I've seen on YouTube not to do will kick in. Smart, huh? Yeah. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go cook me something. And Tony, I got some more grits the other day. I am loving this. Grits and eggs. I'm loving it. Reminds me of childhood. Who would have thought? But thank you. Yeah, because I went through that first thing grits. I had just maybe a cup left. Because I've been eating grits galore. I love them. Now that I'm preparing them where they're edible, yeah, following the directions. I told y'all something is not right with y'all cousin in Alabama. Directions just, who needs them? I do. I do. Apparently, I do. No, I did not get any pickles on my last grocery haul. The craving has subsided. Now if I eat a pickle, it'll be just because I, just want a pickle, not because I have to have a pickle. But no, I haven't had to order any. I'm still doing the lemon juice and water, and it's working. So again, thank you, Queen Bee. Thank y'all for supporting me during my pickle addiction. That's what it felt like. It really felt like I was going to need an intervention. I could foresee one coming up. I was going to need one. But thank y'all for supporting me, getting me through that, and giving me a solution. Honey. Like I told Queen Bee, I don't know why that didn't cross my mind. To just try something else. But even, like I said, with that, I'm now drinking water. Lemon water is good for you, so it's like it was covered 3 things in one. So my body thanks you. Thank y'all. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Get me something to eat. Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock, honey. I'm going to go get me something to eat. And watch dash cam videos. Yeah. Yeah, it was still hard, though. It was hard, Tony. It was hard. But I do agree. I'd rather be stuck on pickles than anything else. Yeah. Milton Leroy. Come here, Milton. Come on. Come on. You don't want to say goodbye? You want to say see you later? Huh? There you go. That's my buddy. That's my baby. Y'all, happy Friday. Have a fantastic Friday on purpose and with purpose. And we will see y'all again tomorrow. Look at Milton. We'll see y'all again tomorrow morning. And don't do that. See y'all again tomorrow morning. Y'all stay safe, stay warm, be careful. And I love y'all. Happy Friday. See y'all in the morning. St. Milton. Say see you later. Say see you. It's that way. Move. Look. Right there. Say see you later. There you go. There you go. I'll see y'all in the morning. Love y'all. Blessings to you too, Tony. You too, cousin. You too, Sissy. I'll see y'all later. You so